How to value your property in real estate. My name is Varun and I'm a realtor and an investor in the Ottawa region. A lot of new investors come and ask this question, how to value the property and how to find the right deals, because the deals are limited in the market, and if you know how to value it properly, you can make your right judgment and put an offer to secure the good deal to make millions of dollars. Lot of people who want to flip or wholesale the deals, their first step is to know how to value the property. Today we're going to discuss few key points to know how to value the property by yourself so that you know what the market is about. The very first point to discuss in DIY of valuing the property is the distance. And if you're valuing any property, you need to look at the comparables within that area, within 300 meters to 500 meters. You're not crossing the different neighborhood, crossing the major roads on the other side of the town, so that the comparables we are comparing is apples to apples, not in a different neighborhood, because neighborhood is most important thing. Let's assume that there are some specific school in that neighborhood by which the value of the house is high. However, if you're crossing the neighborhood, there is not proximity to that school, and the value of the property or the interest in that houses are not that much by the homeowners. So valuing the property according to the neighborhood and the accessibility is most important thing. That's the very first point. The second point is the square feet. So square feet of the house is another major important thing, because it's the built area, the carpet area we call it. So carpet area, we need to see that if the house is 2000 square feet, we are looking plus minus 200 square feet in that area for the comparables. So you can choose, let's say, a comparable which is 200 square feet more, and you can see what's the square feet value in that area, and you can subtract it or you can add it if it's more or less. So you have to get this data, and most important thing is where to get this data. And in the later part of the video, we're going to talk about from where you get this data, and you can start working on the deals and underwrite to see and sense that where the market is and where are the right deals are. Third most important thing is bed and bath. So most commonly, if it's a 3-bed 3-bath house you are doing a comparable or you're interested in, you have to look for the comparables in the similar range, 3-bed 3-bath. Sometimes you don't find the comparables 3-bed 3-bath, you might have 3-bed 2-bath. So you can make an adjustments. You always find 2 to 3 comparables in that neighborhood, 3 to 6 month old comparables in the same neighborhood. So, and you need to know what's the value of, let's say, 1 bedroom or 1 bathroom. If it's plus or minus, you can add or subtract. You can make an Excel sheet and put the subject property, the property you are interested in, and the other property. Let's say you are looking for comparables, 3 comparables. So it's a 4 columns, subject property, comparable 1, 2, and 3. And according to that, you are choosing and looking at the comparables. Usually this is how the appraisers do. It's a day-to-day job. They just sit on the computer, fetch the data. They have the access to the data. But you can also have access to the data, but you might have a limited access to the data. And we can show you where you can find this data and try to find the value of the market. For example, let's say you have 3-bed 3-bath and you got a comparable 3-bed 2-bath. So one bedroom, 1 bathroom might have a value of around $10,000 to $15,000. You can reduce it and got to know that, or increase it and got to know what's the value of that property. And fourth thing is style. One of the most important things, let's say, what's the style? Let's say you are looking at 2-story townhome and you need to look at the comparables of 2-story townhomes. You don't want to have looking at the 3-story townhomes or a bungalow or a single house. So we have to compare the similar type of houses. So it's very important to understand the different types of houses initially when you are in this market. So once you are looking at it, let's say you determine that this is your subject property, try to find the similar houses, because if you are comparing a bungalow with a 3-story home, that might not be the right fit, that might not have a right comparables. Even they have a same bedroom and bathroom, even they have a same square feet area, the lot size might be different. So these are the variables you need to understand and work on it. Fifth point is year of built. So year of built is one of the most important things because land always appreciates. However, buildings depreciate. So in this scenario, let's say you're looking at the comparables for 1980 house, and you're looking at that, you have to do some renos on that. But if your comparable is 1960s house, which is fully renovated, it might not have the right comparison, because year of build, the older the building is, the less of the value. So you have to adjust the pricing and look at the conditions. That is the future points coming that we need to discuss. But year is very important because a lot of people new homeowner want to have a house which is not too old. So working and adjusting your pricing according to the year built. And another point we want to discuss is lot size. One of the most important point is lot size. Let's say you have a corner lot, and the corner lots are the bigger lots, or the pie-shaped lot, irregular lots. They are the bigger lots. They have a premium to it. So you might have a regular lot and you are comparing with a premium lot. It might not match. So if your comparable is a premium lot, you adjust that premium to come to the normal pricing and find the right pricing. So check out if your comparable is up on a premium lot, you have to adjust to get at the right pricing. And the last is sold date. We have discussed previously, the sold date is important because the house which is sold in a year back, it might not be the right comparable today. So it has to be recent comparables, 3 to 6 months old, based on how fast the market is. So you can have the access to this data, and based on that, you can find the right comparables. So sold date, it has to be 3 to 6 months. Some markets are fast, even 1 to 2 months. Sometimes inventory, let's say in Ottawa, it's pretty low. So you can look at the inventory, recent inventory, 2 months, and you can find multiple comparables in the half kilometer of radius, and you can make the right decision on that. And last is the condition of the house. As we have discussed, let's say you are buying a rundown house for a flip. So you always have a ARV, after repair value of the house, and determine the ARV value, and then compare that ARV value with the good condition house which is a comparable. So you cannot just compare the rundown house value with the good condition house. So you need to know what's the house is selling it for, how much amount of money you need to put in to invest in the house to make it a livable place and a nicer place, and then compare it with. And in that way, you can really have the right valuation for the property. It's very important to have the underwriting of this property. You need to have understanding, but sometimes you might not able to do it by yourself. You need to have a help of your realtors, your network, so that they can do a CMA for you, comparable market analysis. So in that way, you can make a calculative decision for any investments. Now, from where you get all this data? There are some websites online where you can find this data, like Sigma House or Redfin. You might find a lot of data in this website, sold price and all that data, to help you to make a calculative decision. However, you don't underestimate the power of professionals. Definitely reach out to your professional network, appraisers, realtors, so that they can help you to make the calculative decision, because they know the neighborhood. That's their day-to-day bread and butter. So please reach out to realtors. But having this knowledge at your back is very important to make the right decision to become a really successful investor in the real estate market.